EJAYSPODCAST. Let's go! EJAYSPODCAST, we're in the building, baby. I'm so excited to be back, man. It's been a while. You know, the interesting thing about this podcast, it's I don't know, man. I need to find the motivation to be able to continue doing it.
We need sponsors.
We need sponsors. You know, Dami just said we do need sponsors. But, you know, more than that, we just actually have to really, you know, keep at it. Because the last episode we did, believe me or not, it really hits. It took the podcast to kind of the next level. So maybe now we just have to find consistency. But hello, everybody. Once again, EJ, I'm in the building. I'm very excited to be here with some of my very, very, very close and amazing friends. I've got Dr. Dami in the building. Dr. Dami, what's the word, buddy?
Let's go.
In Finnish, that's welcome, everybody. And I got Miss B, you know, regular customer, my co-host. Miss B everywhere. What's the word, Miss B?
Hi, EJ. I think it's really been a year, right?
It's been a year since the last episode. Yeah. Can you believe that? And we somehow still managed to keep the listeners on Spotify.
That's what's up.
I don't know how we do that.
That's what's up.
I don't know how we do that.
Good voices, good opinions.
Yeah, well, that's what they're going to be getting today. And of course, I have my guy all the way from Kemi who has decided to do what? To jump and fly to Olu.
To migrate.
And we're going to be using all of his expertise. Mr. P is in the building. Number one or number two Arsenal fan. Let's not talk about football, but Mr. P is here in the building. Let's go, buddy. What's happening?
Oh, good, man. Great to be here.
Nice. Really happy to have each and every one of you here. And you know what, today, I want to dive into some things. Last episode, we spoke about relationships and people bringing their partners, you know, abroad. And this time, when I think I posted a story, or was it a post, and I asked people to send in questions, you know, about this situation. I didn't expect that anybody was going to have any question. But guess what? We got, I think, 3-4 DMs, people in those exact same situation, and they've sent in questions. So today, we're going to be answering those questions. But before we answer those questions, I just want to shine a light on some of our not sponsors, but our friends, our loved ones who are actually, you know, running businesses here in the city of Olu. First, I'd like to shout out Hey Beauty Collections. Hey Beauty Collections, she styles me everywhere I go, so I got to shout her out. That's one of my, actually, she's a sponsor of mine, to be very honest with you. Also, I want to shout out MTC Vos. That's my brother, Mr. Musa Thompson, who owns a cleaning service. And as the episode continues, we'll continue to shout out the rest of them. But those are the two that I can remember right now. And of course, shout out to our very own, our amazing engineer. He's in here. Oscar is in the building. Arvelin, thank you very much for having us. We appreciate you. Oscar. And we appreciate being here. What's going on, guys? Are you guys set? Are you set to answer some marital questions?
Well, we're here. I think...
So do I.
I'm just trying to be the icebreaker. I'm just trying to be the rose amidst the thorns, you know?
The rose amidst the thorns.
Because I feel like you men might just have different perspectives, and you men might just have differing opinions. And also, I feel... our voices as women are valid. And most of the times when men or when a spouse in this situation where a spouse is brought by a female.
Right.
And I'm going right in, right?
Straight up.
When a spouse is brought by a female or a guy, my goodness, I think there's a whole different perspective. And this is what I had said the last time. I feel like a man, even when you are being kind and gentle and all of the things they need, just the fact that they feel you have an upper hand, they have these frustrations where they're like, no, so now because you brought me, you know, so every single thing and every single dynamic becomes contention.
Yes.
And I don't know. And I mean, I've had success stories, so.
You know what? Speaking of that, Peter and Dami, actually, it's nice that Vanessa touched on that, you know, from the man's perspective. One of the questions we have, I'm not taking in any order, but this one is from, you know, I think it's from a man. It says, EJ, keep up the good work. I found out my wife that brought me to Europe have been cheating on me with the man she claimed has been helping her since she got to the country. Now, he continued. He said, what do I do? By the way, I haven't told her at all, but I have seen undeniable proofs.
Jeez.
I value my marriage, and I've already sold everything back in my country to come to relocate here, so it is a no going back for me. Help a brother. Life don't tire me. Please, I know some of the guys on your last episode. He probably knows you. I don't know who he knows. I know some of the guys on your last episodes. Big up, brother. You they try with this podcast thing. All right, floor is open. Floor is open. So
Why is everybody so downcast?
He found out that his wife that brought him. So apparently the one brought him here. He found out that she's been cheating with the person that she told him that he's a helper. So what do you want to say to that? How do we advise this our brother? Keep me anonymous. So he's obviously anonymous.
Do you know this meme that when you're thinking and then they will put some mathematics calculation?
You're calculating 1, 2, 3.
I'm trying to permutate. The person knows me. No, just joking. Man, I think that's a difficult situation to be
definitely.
in. And I don't think I'm in a position to actually advise you on what to do next. It's really difficult to advise marital issues like this, and at the end, even if we should advise you, and it may be like okay, I'm following your advice, and it may not end well. So
right. Go with your gut.
You just have to go with your gut. It's really difficult to say, okay, this is what you should do next, this is what you shouldn't do, and I think you just have to go with your gut. And some people may say, okay, separate or divorce or something, but that may not be the right answer, that may not be the right solution. So we have men that cheat, and then the woman forgives also. So it depends on what you want. It depends on if you think, okay, you can still work it out.
Right.
So there's no definite answer. So you just have to look at the good times, look at the bad times.
Right. Which one I was raised.
If you're already looking like, okay, the bad times are more than the good times, then you can make decision based on this new evidence that you have.
Right.
But if the good times are like, okay, you can, the memories are there, and then you just have to make a decision yourself. You can't make that decision yourself.
Peter, I remember when we're talking behind the scenes, you said you're kicking the woman out straight.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I think I thought I heard you. I thought I heard you
didn't say that. Normally, the streets me will say, what's in the worry the man? Why is the man still helping? Thank you for your help so far. I'm here now.
Okay, so the man who's
the helper should stop helping.
Okay, so by now
that's
it's
normal
over.
me. But
okay.
After a while, sometimes when you hear things, you just react.
Right.
When you think about it, for the husband to have found out so far, which means he doesn't have any intentions of leaving the marriage. I think he wants it to work, but he wants it to stop also.
Right.
So, and he's not really in a position of power or authority to speak, to say, okay, stop this thing. So I think with the way the message came in, it feels like he's still in a position of disadvantage. So if he makes any move, it's not going to work out well for him.
Right.
I would have loved to see a case where he's in a position of power and he's asking the same
and that's the interesting part of this, because I think now he can't really decide because he was brought here.
He doesn't have
so there's still the dynamic of Vanessa, you're squeezing your face. And it's true, the woman has all the power now. She's doing one or two with the senior man who has been here.
The helper is still helping.
Is she still doing?
The helper is still helping.
I don't know if it's like, he just said he has proof.
But I think the first thing is to confront, to ask. Right now, he's working based on our assumptions.
Exactly.
Based on something that...
I haven't told her at all, but I have seen undeniable proof. So I want to assume that.
No, we are in the age where AI can do many things. The WhatsApp message that you see.
Let's blame the cheating on AI.
I'm just trying to be devil's advocate.
Yeah, what are you gonna say,
hear
Vanessa?
you. I think it's difficult, and in fact, these are truly the cases where we say it doesn't do anybody any favors, especially our case as women, right?
Right.
When we argue and say, when we bring men, they treat us this way and that way. But at the same time, I think past sentiment, past men against women, I think marriage is sacred, right?
Right.
And a matter like that, I'll go back to what women have always been advised. I'm gonna go back to what women are always advised when a man steps out. When a
Right.
man cheats.
What have they been advised?
They always
Please give us the
advise
secret.
you must pray more.
Pray more.
You must
let him let him
be
get
more
deliverance from that.
submissive.
Yeah.
You're not doing something right, you know? And that's just the other side of it. But at the same time, I think communication is key.
Very important.
I do understand that, see, there can be many things. There's no reason for ever cheating, right? Like, cheating is unacceptable.
Right.
But these are two people who are in two different countries. I'm not trying to justify, please don't get me wrong. But at the same time, she was here. What were the circumstances? And I think that's where now, again, communication comes in. Ask her. I don't believe, for me, one of the things I dislike is harboring any kind of sentiment. I really appreciate when you feel something, let's talk about it. Tell me.
Say it out.
Exactly, even if
Right,
it's small.
right.
I felt like you were being shady this morning. Why? You know? Let's
Just
talk
speak
about
your
it.
mind, exactly.
So if he saw these things, he's not a baby. And this thing of saying, oh, she's in the point of power, I don't want to look at it like that. If I bring my husband here, it shouldn't be that, I have power over him. And I don't believe if any of you brought your wives here, you're
Yeah, you
thinking
use
you're in
the
a point
power
of
over her,
power.
yeah.
You're bringing a
Yeah,
partner,
yeah.
right? So I don't think it's a point of power, but I can understand it. And I think he shouldn't even come from a place of, if I confront her and we break up, you know, there's rights out here.
Right.
He can still work out his salvation and remain. So it's not even a thing. But my point is, bottom line, long story short, he needs to confront her. He needs to talk about it. This is not play.
Okay, but I wonder with the confrontation, situations like this are very, very, very delicate because you never know how somebody is gonna react. What if he confronts her and she says, you know what? Actually, it's true.
Hey.
Now he will have to really.
Then he's going to hear the justification for what she's doing. Do you understand?
Is there any justification for situations like
she
that?
might have seen evidences too of when the guy was back home.
That-
What was the guy?
Thank you.
Yeah, things can happen.
So
yeah.
he might have been
So the
doing
next
some.
thing is for you
He
to
might have been
confront.
doing some
So
things,
it's gonna be like, okay,
man.
we are
And then
even
she
now.
will say, but
wow.
it's because you did.
Yeah.
This girl called me and told me.
But you cannot continue just having that in your mind or holding it up, and you guys have to sit down and talk. Okay, do you want to go on this side? So you have to. You can't be doing something outside. You know, she can bring anything to the house.
Right.
You don't know what they are doing. Maybe they are protecting or not. So
Interesting. So you guys
moving
are,
forward,
you
just-
guys are. Well, I mean, you wanted to say something, Peter. I don't know how it's
It's
a
about you.
very dicey situation. Now that actually brings us to the second part. I think I already read that second question and I memorized it so well. So basically, the woman was saying that she had brought the guy. That was I think I read it behind the scenes with you guys that she had brought the guy and his insecurity because she's the breadwinner and this, that, and the third. And he abused her emotionally, but now he has abused her physically once. But because he had he's on the family ties visa, which is the permit, the work permit. If she files for anything now, he will have to fend for himself. And the guy, she's thinking with the child that they have, what will be the future? What should she do? So from a woman, I mean, I don't know. With DV, with domestic violence, I think that's where the line for me personally. So, EJ, I will advise you to really safety first.
yeah.
Safety first. I don't know, Vanessa, as a woman, you think do it once, maybe not.
Why are you looking at my face?
Yeah, she's looking at you like
Am I the man
you want
that-
to say.
See me, see Wala.
No, I think with domestic violence, there's no justification for
Right.
ever hitting anybody.
Right.
And the thing about it is, abuse grows, right? Like it can start with like verbal, emotional,
Right.
financial, and it's very difficult. But I also totally understand the other side of the coin, right?
Right.
Because it's a lot of mental health issues that pertain to moving, especially for a man
Yeah, migration,
who
yeah.
was standing on his own. He was the breadwinner.
Right. And
Not
I think
to
he
justify
mentioned,
it.
Femi, give me my phone. I think he mentioned that he sold everything because so all of that I should.
So
was
now-
it the same one? Let me see.
I'm not
I need to-
justifying it, and for me, truly, lay a hand on me. It's on sight.
Yeah, on site, you're gonna fight back.
See, I'm not a violent person.
Okay, that's the third
I'm truly
question.
not.
Right.
But I will fight. But like I'm a fighter. I am a fighter. You're not gonna
Right.
lay a hand on me and I'm gonna smile. We're gonna have something to talk about. Just that's all I'm saying. But I was raised a lady. But I think it's a tough one. But I also feel like she needs to know, like she knows her partner, and she knows if this is a habit,
Right.
or it was a once-off. And that's where
Very
her
important.
answers will come from. If she knows that maybe this was once-off and this man is not who he is, but because of the circumstances,
Yeah,
and
he reacted like
acted.
that, right?
Or is this
that's,
who he
that's
is?
like a justification for it.
I don't think it's a justification, but it's a reason.
In addition to the DV, insecurity is very bad.
I think that's for me personally. I would
Small
think that
man
that's
syndrome.
the biggest small man syndrome. He might be a big guy.
It's okay. Big
You know,
men
you,
are small
you want
too.
to be a spy all around the woman, right? Because if she's not around, if she's not at home, if she's at work, you want to like spy on her,
Right,
okay,
right,
what is
to
she doing?
check, yeah.
You want to know,
And
okay,
that's
who
I
is
mean that's the
calling,
bad part
who
about the
who are you
who's
meeting,
calling
or-
her.
You were here before me, so
So you understand. So the guy is insecure because she already knows the environment, she knows the people.
Right, right. She's been there before
And
him.
maybe the cultural shock also. You know, for example, maybe they're in the church or in a meeting and then they're arguing each other and all those things. So these are some of the things that
That's
the
a
guy may
problem.
not be used to.
African man.
See them
You have
hugging
to
each
be.
other. That's a problem.
So, you know, before he gets used to that, you know, it takes some while when you're coming from Africa and all these things. So,
Yeah.
so all these are some of the things that the guy will be dealing with
Right.
when he's just coming. But after
Right.
some period of time, you should be calm and at least know. And another thing is, did they date before? Or
Well, I think
really
that's
happened?
that's
So these are some
probably
of the
another
questions that we need
big
to
part
ask.
of this
Because
conversation.
if
That
you've dated before,
yeah.
then you know each other. You know, okay, this is what this person can do. So when you now get here and then
Dynamics
you've
should
not dated before, and then you know it's really hard for you to have that dynamics and trying to know, okay, understand the person.
Right, right.
Especially when the person has lived here for a period of time and
Probably,
you
yeah.
see everything as a potential threat to you. So I think
Peter, this one is to you, and we were
Wait,
saying.
sorry,
okay, you wanted to say
let
something,
me
Peter? Yeah.
summarize on what they
Please,
both said.
go on.
Because these are questions asked and the person needs to learn because English is too much. Vanessa said she has to know if it's a one-off thing, if it's his regular attitude. And Dami also made it even clearer that if you have dated this person before, you should
You'll
know
have
what this
known,
person
seen
can
the
do.
patterns.
You know when he's getting
Right,
hot,
right,
and
you
know
see
how
the
to
patterns.
chill. Same goes for the other gender. Some people have a very cool guy who's dating a very hot girl. Hot in the sense, the character-wise. So you know when to just let things be. So when this person, you know when she's calm, she gets back to her senses,
Right.
or he gets back to his senses. And if that's not the situation, or if it's a regular jackparing kind of situation, and you get here, you want to, man, it's gonna be a tough one.
On
But
form, boss,
overall,
boss.
protect yourself. If
Number
protecting
one,
yourself
I
means going far away from this
Moving,
person,
yeah,
please do.
And can I just bring another perspective on that matter? I
Right.
feel like sometimes this could be it, right? That people have an idea that I want to bring somebody, okay?
Right.
And they bring that somebody.
Yeah.
And they realize that that's something that they were thinking was going to be is not
is
it.
not it, yeah.
And they start to abuse and start to frustrate and find every single excuse. And this is for both genders. And unfortunately, I will say this, and I know the ladies won't be too happy with me, is that I think women are more so prone to this kind of behavior,
Right.
and more prone to being a little more malicious and a little more how do I say, vindictive whenever they are the breadwinners.
Right, right.
We are more prone to pride. You understand? So what I mean to say
I
is
agree.
in this situation is sometimes, I'm not saying in this
Yeah,
case,
particularly, yeah, but like generally.
but sometimes it could just be her saying, you know what, this man, I'm having to carry him on my back and it's heavy.
The load is getting
Because God did not
becoming
create
a
us
burden, yeah.
to be carriers,
Right,
right?
right.
We're not to be lifters.
Right.
And that's just the truth of the matter.
Right.
Now, sometimes when you're having to lift heavy for a very long time, you might think, 6 months, I will carry him, I can handle.
Right.
It now comes to 2 years, 3 years.
Still not.
Then the
Still,
pressure
still
comes in,
carrying.
yeah.
I'm still carrying
If
him.
that's the case, he's a lazy man. He should be sent back.
You see?
I agree with you, man.
Because you can't be.
But
You,
the
can,
man,
you,
they say,
you
if your
cannot be.
husband has brought you and she's still
What are
carrying
you-
you for
what
the
are you
next
doing at home
2-3
for 6
years,
months?
you're a lazy
Bro,
man, and Peter
then
says
something
you
is
should go
wrong.
back home.
First off, as a
But
Nigerian.
this is Finland.
First off, as a
You
Nigerian,
guys.
you cannot be
Let's
a
think
legit hustler.
3-4 years back. Let's
Okay,
think
go out,
3-4
There
years
are, I'm
back.
sure there are people like that. There are people like
that's
that.
your-
If your
No.
wife is carrying you for 2-3 years, you can't find something to do
A
in 2-3
lazy man.
years.
Yeah, definitely. I
Lazy
think I
man.
agree.
2-3
I agree
years.
with that.
As a
Okay.
lazy man. As a man, You have to get out of the house.
Even if you're just standing
in
by
Finland,
road.
Walk,
Get out of
walk
the
7
house.
hours and come back. Just
Guys,
keep walking.
So actually, that actually takes us to the last question, and this is a I don't. He's a friend. I won't say who it is because I think I know who it is. Say, EJ, my guy, I really
I know how
enjoy
to
your last
palm it.
podcast, but you should not stop. We need it. I have a big problem at this stage of my life. I should be married with kids by now, but I cannot find any lady that aligns with my beliefs, culture, and religion here in this country. In this country that I live in. And I don't have any real friendship or relationship with any lady in my own country. I want to get a wife like this. Any advice from the guys? I know some of them are married. I beg, make una put my name for the podcast.
Can I call a friend?
Please call him.
Can we phone a friend?
So in a situation like this, I mean, it ties to what we were saying earlier. He doesn't have any relationships back at home. So obviously, if he's going to bring anyone randomly like that,
It's a tough one.
yeah, so you never know. So what would you say? I don't know. Personally, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would, if you don't have a serious relationship at home, look for one where you are. Find it. Because it's easier, in my own opinion, it's easier for you to build something that you can, at least you will date a person, you'll be together, you'll be able to tell who they are. Instead of somebody at home, some of us fall for those, you see videos and all of a sudden the person's popping, they've got a little business here and there, and this is a perfect wife, or even a perfect husband.
Exactly.
I think a woman fall for that a lot more. Yeah, and then you bring the person, and all of a sudden, DV, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So I think personally, in situations like that, I would say court somebody that is around you. Court somebody that's around you so you can, at least you get to know the person. Are they good for me? Are they not good for me? That's a high hopes. Yeah, there's this beauty queen. There's this Barbie that is in your country. You're seeing her on IG and on TikTok, and all of a sudden you're in love because you think she has a small business here and there and all of those things. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think the probability when you're dating someone around you, the probability of having a good marriage is very high because you understand the person. You guys date. You do many things together. We've had a lot of success rate also with people when you date people.
Yeah.
But the probability is very low because you don't get to know the person. Immediately, the person, okay, this guy is abroad. Then different attitude, different character.
Right.
Because the person wants to jump out from the country, you want to leave the country. So a different attitude will suffice for that. Unlike when you know the person,
you already know who they are. Yeah.
You know, this person snows. I'm fine with that.
Right.
You know this person. So compared to somebody from your home country, again we've had a lot of success stories, but it's just easier when the person is around you and you. Maybe I'm answering to the guy now. You just have to look other. You just have to, search deeper.
You're gonna be open-minded.
And then be open-minded.
I think that's the thing. Be open-minded. There are Malawians out there who are married. There are Angolans. Yeah. Malawians especially. There are many of those.
So,
Peter,
you're in a different environment. So you just have to adapt to it. So, yeah.
What do you think? Where would you pick a wife from if you're in that situation?
Since I'm not married yet.
If you, I'm not telling the people whether you're married. I'm just saying. Okay, so what would be an ideal situation for you right now?
I've been looking up to God.
It looks like Peter used his burner account to send this message. Because I'm still wondering who sent a message like this. But in a situation like this, what would you personally? What do you think will be the right way to go about it? And this, we are speaking now for most of the single men who are probably in the same predicament.
If I speak for myself, because I'm in the situation.
Okay,
it's hard. There's a difference between knowing someone back in the day and you must have dated.
Right. Years later,
there are people you used to know in your hood.
Of course,
nice
in
girl,
your area,
this is that situation now, but you don't know what she's been like in the last 10, 15 years.
Definitely, true.
Same way that person doesn't really know who you are now. You only know about you and where you are, so reflex and stuff. So it's really hard. Yes, we have success stories about it, but people change. Or they didn't really change, just didn't know them well.
You didn't know them.
Yeah, you didn't know them well. So that one, God now hand you day. Then coming to where you live now.
Right.
Of course, there are people around you, but still they have their choices. The same way you want them, they might not want you. So what can you do? But if you get luck to find one, man, hold on tight. That's all I can say.
That's it. You get lots, you find one, hold on tight. But I mean, again, be open-minded. I think that's probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
Be open-minded. People, you can actually find people who can adjust to your, your lifestyle. You can adjust to their lifestyle. But of course, now there's also a thing of preference. You can't be
Yeah,
looking
that
for an
plays a
African
lot.
queen when you live in a place like this. The African queens that are here are few. The ones that are the ones, most of them have been taken.
We're
The
gems.
few that are there, they
Hidden.
have been taken too. They are just don't know that they've been taken. So,
Hey, wow.
but yeah, when I say I think you wanted
Who
to say
took
something
them?
before we.
My-
I think they've been taken.
Who took
They
them?
just
They've been
they
taken.
just denying or lying to people that they are not being taken.
Wow, interesting. But
They
you
should-
know what?
They should start wearing tags.
So that you people know them, right?
Cows.
They went out so that we recognize them.
But one thing I will say, and I was just listening to something yesterday, and they said, you know what? There's no the one. There's no perfect partner.
Right.
You're not gonna find them. You're not perfect. You're not gonna find a perfect partner.
True.
The perfect partner is the one who wants to make it work with you, yeah, and you want to make it work with.
Compromise.
As simple as that.
Right,
If
right.
you say this is who I want and I want to make it work, and they say this is who I want and you make it work,
Right.
that's your perfect partner.
Right, right.
So, but it's a difficult dynamic. I think I'm not a guy, but I'm in that same situation where I have my preference. I'm in a country where, man, it's not easy. And sometimes I'm like, is it me who has bad character?
What's the problem exactly?
Do I have? But then again, and then it's also to do with, and it's not to maybe look down on anybody who's maybe stepped up to me and said,
Right,
hey,
right.
I'm feeling you. No disrespect to nobody, but at the same time, I'm like, is this what I'm looking for? Because this is life,
Right.
And
It's a long journey.
and sometimes I also don't want to. I feel like sometimes people think, oh, you're too picky. Am I not supposed to be picky? This is the rest of my life.
It's an issue of it's a
and
future
and
thing.
I'm in a pool where I'm kind of stuck. It's limited. So
The water is muddy.
it's muddy, but you know what? I also do believe that you can find love anywhere. Like
Of
it will
course.
surprise you.
Of course.
And I'm so open to that. I'm open to knowing that possibilities are endless.
Right.
And God's grace is sufficient.
This is for the ladies, single
And
ladies. Possibilities
It's
are
possible.
endless.
Travel, and you travel.
Travel.
You travel,
But
you-
if you travel and meet somebody there,
It's the same wahala, right?
That's the same issue that we're
And
talking
that's
about.
also one of
It's
the
actually
things
a
that
very
I've
tough situation.
experienced.
Right.
It's actually tricky because, well, I'm not going to say I've experienced, but like I feel the same way where I'm like, even if I say I've traveled and you meet somebody, guy, I don't know you, you don't know me. You could lie to me. We could meet where we are,
Right.
and you're lying to me about something.
True,
And here,
and
and I'm not for that.
yeah.
So it's murky. It's a slippery slope.
Thank you guys for
God, all
those,
things
for
are
those
possible.
comments. You said what, Dami?
With God, all things are possible. So
Yeah, well, that's
Praise
ultimate.
God,
If you
yeah.
believe
Amen.
it can happen for you. So, last question. These are my own personal notes. I was just thinking that like we get stressed, we feel pressure from like various sides, everybody with his own. But I just wanted to get your take on it. Where do you feel the most stress or the most pressure as a man or as a woman? I'll give you an example. Family pressure, societal pressure, spousal pressure, friends group pressure. Let me start with you, Dami. What you?
when I did something for that Saturday morning, maybe.
So the friends group.
no, not really. Yeah, no, not really.
I don't know. I think for me, it's a deep rooted question, and I thought about it for different reasons. Like there are people who would say they're having troubles with their families and they had to cut them off for their own sanity, and then there are people whose marriage is the problem. They're having a lot of marital issues, and then they want to leave their spouse. And there are people who the social environment, the environment that they're around, the people around them, and all these things are the problem, and they want to cut off. Like religious institutions, for example, churches, maybe the people in your church, maybe people that are your family, like not your immediate family members, but your friend. And then there's the friends group that we have, like the ones that Dami is talking about. We have a football chat, and I will tell you, let me see. I think as of right now...
200.
No, it's not 200, Dami. As of right now, it's... where is it? I think I opened it already. But it should be around 896
What are you
chats.
guys people? What are you people
And
talking
you know
about?
the person who disturbs us the most there is Cora. Cora is the
Cora-
one who
Cora
disturbs
and
us the most.
Mikey.
Him and Michael.
And,
They are the both who
and,
disturbs
Peter
us the most. They just
voice
keep
What are
writing
they
stuff.
saying?
It's football, bans
football,
here and
bans.
there.
But
Ooh.
do you feel like that's pressure or that's actually
No,
No,
I was just
that's
joking about- no, I was just-
that's more like
no,
a
to be
joke.
sincere, if I'm to answer that question, I don't think it's societal or environmental, or I would even say career, or I think right now the pressure I've put myself into it. Yeah, it's more of financial pressure, not just for myself,
For yourself, yeah. For
but
people
like
that are
because I have people that I
that
really
rely-
want to
like rely on you, yeah.
Not even my immediate family
that
members.
you're responsible for. Sort
Yeah,
of.
trust me right now. If I want to take any maybe a new career stage or take another job,
You have to think about it.
it's not because of maybe enriching myself. It's because of the people I want to impact.
That's a great point.
So, I'm just answering that sincerely. If I'm any pressure I'm in now is basically financial pressure to
Support
impact in-
people
to
that-
support
yeah.
people not here back home, that I feel like I have an obligation to support, to help. So that's the only thing.
Is that
that's
fair?
Oh, guy, you know, be president.
Peter, is that fair?
No,
not necessarily
it's-
president
it's-
matter, but
there's
is
no
that
way-
fair?
it's-
And that's a great point because
and
I
I
think
said no. You know,
heavy, yeah.
initially I said I put myself in that pressure.
Yeah.
I'm built that way because somebody has done similar things.
Oh, guy, you unlearn to
No,
relearn.
No,
oh.
it's
No.
that that's how I'm built. So
that's a great. I never thought about that, but and I think many of us, whether we like it or not, especially if you're like not even breadwinner, but somebody that has maybe
I'm not actually the breadwinner.
not
It's
in a,
just-
so not even the breadwinner.
You're the bakery
Maybe you've been maybe you've been blessed to get to a certain point. You understand now?
Yeah.
You mentioned something which I find very, and that's something that I don't know. Hopefully, I'm able to put myself there. That you said that if you want to take any job, any opportunity to move forward, and it's not because you want to enrich yourself, it's because you're thinking about the other people that you need to stretch your hands
Exactly.
to. And that's very interesting to hear.
And I say, heavy is the head that wears
That
the
way,
crown.
okay.
And
Take the crown from Peter. He doesn't want to wear
and
it.
let me tell you something. I think God's grace is sufficient.
Right.
Because truly, God partners with people
People that are able to.
kingdom-minded, who are able to impact somebody else.
Right.
You will not see, well, for me, you will not see a rich man who doesn't have many behind him. And it's not because he's rich, it's because God's grace is following
Right,
him.
yeah,
Because
right.
he understands
Preach.
that God is not going to come down direct to
He has to
impact.
use, yeah.
So I feel like it's good pressure. And there's no pressure that's beyond you that will conquer you.
Yeah, definitely.
So I respect that heavy. And I mean, I think I have a heart that way, but I also know that I can't take it all. And I had to,
And that's why-
and I had to learn that. I also had to offload certain things.
There should be a I don't know, should we say boundary or some
I had
sort
to
of
learn those
there's
things.
like a line.
I had to learn
Because
those things.
I'll tell you a story. You know, like personally, when I was all my years of playing, when I played professional football, and that's one of my only regrets, that I didn't start a family early. That I could have like showed them that part of life, like where you're able to travel the world, stay at the best places. So it's like you are at a certain point of your life where you live for the family. You live for your friends, your immediate family, your extended, like everything. But it gets to a certain point where you still have to put the focus on yourself and your own immediate family. Now, we got kids. We've got all of these things. You're thinking, what is the next 10, 15, 20 years going to look like? So I think regardless of us being put in those situations, or, God has blessed us to a certain point where I'm sure we will not get to a point where we are lacking anything. But I still think it's important for you to make sure that while we're doing that, we do not neglect our own selves. Because it gets, when you engulf yourself in that so much, I've been there, you tend to neglect you not intentionally. You kind of start, okay, it's a small thing. And then it goes like that. But hopefully, God blesses us enough that we get to a point where we
don't have to worry about
now,
that.
yeah, all of these little things. And I mean, all of this, it's also a privilege, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's also a great privilege for you to be somebody that people go to, or that you're able to stretch your hands towards people. But that being said, any closing words? We're gonna close this out very
Are
shortly.
we not allowed to also share our pressures?
Oh,
I want to hear their
I didn't ask them.
Guys.
Please
No, I've
tell
only
me. Do
answered
you
to-
remember?
Oh, you
Let
don't
me
have
ask
any
this question.
pressure.
All right. Let's
Pressure.
go, Vanessa. What pressure are you feeling?
Vanessa is my pressure.
I hope I'm good pressure.
That's a good pressure. Is she asking? Is it a good pressure?
Is it?
We'll find
Kind
out.
of. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
All right.
Next episode, we'll find out.
I think personally, I think I have my own personal pressures. Maybe I'm stubborn in that way, that I'm not too easily influenced by external things.
Situations.
I think I'm strong-minded enough like that since I was small. But I think within myself, I do have certain goals that I would have liked to reach.
That you set for yourself.
That I've set for myself. And I'm not doing a bad job,
Right.
but there's certain things that I know are treading backwards, or are kind of just treading water,
Right.
and not moving forward as I would
just
like, because
stagnant
there's
that way.
certain things that I would like to happen.
do.
So for me, I feel as a female who would like to achieve certain things,
Right.
I feel a certain pressure because of my environment, because of my circumstances
Right.
in other
Right.
aspects. I feel a little bit lagging behind in certain spaces, not because I have a timeline for anything,
Right.
but it's a specific goal that I'm I would
this
love to.
gonna
I would
ha-
love
yeah.
to build an empire. Right now, I should be having a Cadillac, a Maybach, a jet, and I should just be at
I don't know
home.
why I'm laughing. It's not important.
And the funny thing is, I actually want to be a homemaker, right? Like I'm
Wow,
not even.
really?
I would like to be home and just
It's
be.
possible. Why not?
I've never been a person who, when
And
I have
then the
kids,
millionaire might come and sweep you off and make
he's
the dream come.
coming. My millionaire is coming, and I want to just be a homemaker. So stuff like that I'm just like, no, I want to build an empire, but I want
Right.
my partner and I to partner on that project, right?
Right.
Because I know what I can deposit into my partner, and I'm very happy to be in the background and push forward my husband. So
And hopefully you get a partner who's able to push you.
Put-
Pour into you, not push you. Pour into
pour
you
into
as
me
well.
so that I'm
Yeah,
easily
right.
absolutely.
You can
and
get
that's-
to where
that's
where
just
you
it.
need to be. Mr. P, what pressure are you feeling currently?
Well, it's similar as a man. You have to be financially,
Stable. Right.
strong.
Right.
You have families. You have friends. You have people, when you see their situation, you don't like it.
Right. Right.
Yes, you might not be God. You can't solve everybody's problem, but sometimes you just wish you had a little bit more. You could have just maybe surprised this person with some goodie.
True.
So finances is one.
Major.
When you see the happiness, when you do something,
The joy that comes with
Actually, I
yeah.
get fulfilled.
But
And that's a great
it's
fulfillment.
stated in the Bible, money answered all things.
Can money come and answer all the things that I
Money
need now?
answered
Somebody
all
wants to
things.
do
It depends
so
on
much
how you
to go.
interpret how money answers it.
Few men
Yeah.
you feel like, okay, this person
That
is
you get
surviving.
from that,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Like,
Yeah.
God is using it to help
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
I just want
Other
to be in
people.
that position.
Man, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's a very good feeling
Yeah,
when,
it's a
when
fulfilling
you
feeling.
surprise somebody that was
It
not
is.
even expecting. You just heard this person is going through this and that,
Right.
and it hits you like, why, man, not this guy. So sometimes I wish there was more.
More is
Especially-
coming.
More is coming. Actually, that's what
More
I'm saying.
is coming.
Definitely.
Amen.
Yeah, more is coming. So for everybody out
coming.
there who's in the same situation, you're hoping for more, you're working for more, you're praying for more.
Continue
More
showing up,
is
show up,
coming.
show up.
That's it.
Be
Keep showing
consistent,
up,
show
keep
up,
working.
show up, yeah.
Tomorrow will be a better day. That being said, EJ's podcast, we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. Please continue to tune in. Subscribe to all the channels. We're everywhere. EJ's podcast left, EJ's podcast right. We're all over the place. And once again, I want to shout out to our sponsor, Oscar Alvarez Production in the building. EJ's podcast, I'm here. Dami is in the building. Miss V right here. I'm Mr. P. Take that.
Winter is
EJ
coming.
podcast.
Don't play.
EJ's podcast. Let's go.